Have you ever wondered how sacrifices impact your financial well-being? Let's start with the basics. Sacrifices are the trade-offs we make to better our financial situation. They come in many forms and vary from person to person based on their lifestyle and financial goals. For some, it might mean skipping that daily coffee run to save a few dollars. For others, it could be working extra hours or taking on a second job to increase their income. And then there are those who choose to delay instant gratification, opting instead to save and invest towards their future. Each of these sacrifices, no matter how big or small, plays a significant role in our financial journey. They affect how we budget, how we save, and ultimately, how we build our wealth. Imagine you're saving for a down payment on a house. You might decide to cut back on dining out or start using public transportation instead of driving. These are sacrifices, choices made to redirect funds towards your goal. But it's not just about cutting back or working more. It's also about making informed decisions. Understanding the value of the sacrifices you're making is key. Ask yourself, is this sacrifice worth the potential financial gain? This kind of thought process helps you stay committed to your financial goals and allows you to make sacrifices that have a meaningful impact on your financial well-being. However, it's crucial to remember that sacrifices need to be sustainable. It's about making choices that you can stick with in the long run without feeling deprived or overwhelmed. So, let's recap. Sacrifices, in the context of money management, are the choices we make to improve our financial health. They can be as simple as cutting back on small indulgences or as significant as working extra hours. Understanding these sacrifices and their impact on your financial journey is the first step towards effective money management. Understanding the sacrifices we make is essential for effective money management. After all, it's these sacrifices that set the stage for our financial future. Every sacrifice we make has a direct impact on our progress towards financial goals. Picture this. You're walking down a long road. Each step you take represents a sacrifice made, a decision to forego immediate gratification for a greater reward down the line. This journey isn't always easy, but it's an essential part of financial success. Let's consider some common financial goals. Perhaps you're saving for a down payment on a home. This goal might require you to cut back on dining out, delay vacations, or even take on a part-time job. These sacrifices, while challenging, propel you forward on your journey towards homeownership. Then there's the goal of paying off debt. This might mean foregoing the latest smartphone upgrade, opting for a used car over a new one, or skipping that daily latte. Again, these are sacrifices. They require discipline, determination, and patience. Yet each one brings you a step closer to living a debt-free life. And what about building an emergency fund? This financial cushion can be a lifesaver in times of unexpected expenses, but it requires setting aside a portion of your income regularly, which might mean cutting back on entertainment or other non-essential expenses. While these sacrifices may seem daunting, it's important to remember that they are not without reward. Each sacrifice brings you closer to your financial goals, inching you forward on your journey towards financial success. But how do you measure this progress? Well, it's not always about the size of the sacrifice, but the impact it has on your financial well-being. For example, a small sacrifice like packing lunch instead of eating out can have a profound impact over time, saving you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars each year. The sacrifices we make are like the fuel that powers our journey towards financial success. They keep us moving forward, propelling us towards our goals. And the beauty of it all, each sacrifice, no matter how small, brings us one step closer to achieving our financial dreams. The sacrifices we're willing to make determine how quickly we can achieve these milestones. Remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So keep making those sacrifices, keep moving forward, and you'll be amazed at how far you can go. Budgeting plays a crucial role in managing sacrifices effectively. It's the financial roadmap that guides us through our income and expenses, helping us make informed decisions about where our money goes. But it's more than just a collection of numbers on a spreadsheet. It's a tool that helps us prioritize our spending and align it with our financial goals. Let's think of budgeting as a compass. It points us in the right direction, helping us navigate through the financial landscape. Without it, we could easily find ourselves lost in a sea of unnecessary expenses, straying from our financial path. When we start to budget, we begin to see the bigger picture. We see where our money is going, and more importantly, we see where it could be going. This awareness is the first step in making effective sacrifices. It helps us identify areas where we might be spending more than we should, areas that could be trimmed without significantly impacting our quality of life. Once we've identified these areas, we can start to prioritize. We can allocate more of our budget towards our financial goals, whether that's saving for a rainy day, paying off debt, or investing for the future. Prioritization is key here. It's not about cutting out all enjoyment from our lives, but rather making sure that our spending aligns with what's truly important to us. And remember, budgeting isn't a one-time thing. It's an ongoing process that requires regular review and adjustment. As our financial situation and goals evolve, so too should our budget. It's a flexible tool that can and should be tweaked to fit our changing needs and circumstances. At the end of the day, budgeting is about more than just managing money. It's about managing our choices, our priorities, and ultimately, our sacrifices. By budgeting effectively, we can make sacrifices that feel less like a loss and more like a strategic move towards our financial goals. It's about finding the right balance between enjoying life today and planning for tomorrow. Through budgeting and prioritization, we can navigate the delicate balancing act that is sacrifices and money management, propelling us towards a future of financial success. Making sacrifices for our financial future isn't always easy. It's a journey that comes with its fair share of hurdles. Some of these challenges are external, like societal pressures to keep up with the latest trends or the high cost of living in urban areas. Others are internal, like wrestling with our own habits and impulses, or the temptation to indulge in immediate gratification rather than saving for the future. One of the key challenges is dealing with peer pressure. In a society that often equates success with material possessions, it's easy to feel the urge to keep up with the Joneses. But remember, true financial success isn't about how much you own, but how much you've saved and invested for your future. Next, there's the challenge of overcoming temptation. We're constantly bombarded with advertisements and promotions that entice us to spend. The desire for instant gratification can often overshadow our long-term financial goals. Here, the trick is to remind ourselves of the benefits of delayed gratification. Remember that every dollar saved today is a step closer to financial freedom tomorrow. Another challenge lies in changing our habits. Habits, especially financial habits, can be deeply ingrained. It takes time and consistency to break old habits and form new ones. But by setting small, achievable goals and gradually working towards them, we can successfully change our spending and saving habits. Lastly, there's the challenge of dealing with unexpected expenses. Life can throw curveballs at us, from medical emergencies to car repairs, that can disrupt our financial plans. Having an emergency fund can provide a safety net to deal with such unforeseen expenses without derailing our financial journey. No matter the challenges we face, the key to overcoming them lies in our mindset. By staying focused on our goals and reminding ourselves of the bigger picture, we can navigate these challenges with determination and resilience. It's a balancing act, but one that's well worth the effort for the financial freedom it brings. Finally, it's important to celebrate the milestones along the way. Each small victory, each goal achieved is, in fact, a grand celebration of the sacrifices we've made. It's an affirmation of the hard work, the discipline, and the determination we've invested in our financial journey. Think about it. When you finally paid off that credit card debt that's been hanging over your head, it's not just about the money you've repaid. It's a celebration of the nights you chose to stay in instead of going out, the luxury items you decided to forego, and the extra hours you committed to working. When you've hit that savings target you've been aiming for, it's not just about the money in the bank. It's a celebration of the times you chose to cook at home rather than eating out, the vacations you decided to postpone, and the daily coffee runs you decided to cut back on. And when you've achieved financial independence, it's not just about the freedom from financial constraints. It's a celebration of the lifetime of sacrifices you've made, the financial goals you've prioritized, and the disciplined money management you've maintained. These celebrations are crucial. They reinforce the positive behaviors that got us here and motivate us to keep going. They remind us that the sacrifices we're making are worth it, that they're leading us towards a financially secure future. They help us to keep our eyes on the prize and stay the course. So don't forget to celebrate your milestones, no matter how small they may seem. Each one is a stepping stone on your path to financial success. Each one is a testament to your resilience, your determination, and your commitment to creating a financially secure future for yourself. Each milestone is a testament to the sacrifices we've made and the progress we've achieved on our financial journey. Hit the like button and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.